Hi and welcome to my October slash Halloween theme slash this may not even happen TBR video. I didn't do a TBR last month because I've been kind of struggling with what to read and what not to read. But I kind of had a bunch of books that I feel like are appropriate for October, and I thought I would do a video, but I am not promising that like any of these will get actually read. So the first one is Bitten by Kelly Armstrong, which I actually started reading when I bought it earlier this year. I think, how far am I? I'm like 150 pages in, and I just decided to take a break because I was reading a TV show. I think I've talked about this before, but this is about a group of werewolves, but it mostly follows this girl named Elena, and she's a female werewolf. And I really did enjoy the TV show, the first season, which is on Netflix now if you want to check it out. I'm not sure why I keep thinking that this would be a good Halloween read, but I do. And that's The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I think it seems like it's probably a little dark, and I don't know, circus makes me in my head goes with Halloween. Plus I feel like it's probably different from all of the other books, so if I'm looking for something a little different, this would be a good one to grab. I really don't know that much about this, and people have said it's a very beautiful book. Next is a book that has been on my TBR shelf for a long time, and that is Sisters Red by Jackson Pierce. And this is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, and also there's a bunch of other books in this series. There's like a Little Mermaid one, and I think Sweetly is a Hansel and Gretel one. And I've never read a Jackson Pierce book, so before I buy those, those interest me too, but I want to read one to see if I really like her writing and everything. And I just kind of keep putting this off for some reason. I don't know why. Next is a book I bought off of Book Outlet a few months ago, and that is Team Human by Justine Larbestier and Sarah Reese Brennan. And I believe this is the first book in a series, but it's the only one out. And it's about a world where vampires exist, and they coexist with humans, and there's people who are team vampire and people who are anti-vampire, and it's about a girl and her friend gets involved with a vampire, I think, and she doesn't want her friend to be, I'm pretty sure. And I've never read a book by either of these authors, and I know more about Sarah Reese Brennan. I don't know, figure it's a good introduction. And this is actually probably the first book I'm going to be picking up, is Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. I believe the whole series is out now. It's a trilogy, and it's the Cahill Witch Chronicles. And I love this cover. They did a cover change, but I think that this one is gorgeous. It's just a beautiful cover. And I think that the new ones are just kind of generic to me. I don't know. But I believe, I can't even remember if I've ever, oh no, I know I've read a witch book that was a contemporary, a chick lit-y type book. But that's the only witch book I can remember ever reading, so I figure I will give them a shot. I don't know why I avoid them, but I do. Well, I mean, I've read Harry Potter, but I consider that a different genre. So this, I believe, is an alternate history kind of story, and it takes place at the turn of the century, 18 and 1900s. We shall see, and I've heard really, really good things. And next are two books I bought last month, and that is Overbite and Insatiable. Well, technically Insatiable was first, and Overbite by Meg Cabot. I did talk about I got these off Book Outlet, and they were in my Book Outlet haul just a few days ago. I've read Insatiable before. I said that in that book haul, I think, but I read it so long ago I don't really remember anything, so I'm going in I've never read it. And then Overbite is the itty bitty sequel, and it is about a girl named Mina, and she can tell when she can see when people are gonna die, and she really doesn't like the whole vampire craze, and then she meets a vampire. Basically a paranormal romance, but I feel I remember it being a lot about Mina as a character too, and I really like Meg Cabot as an adult author. I think she's often overlooked, but I like her. And the last book is a book I got for Christmas last year, and I have been putting off reading it, specifically to read it in October, which I feel was probably a mistake, but whatever. So I hope that I'll actually read it this month. and that is The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. And this book is supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to be like a really good standalone, and I can appreciate a good standalone, especially in like the paranormal fantasy world. And I believe it is about a world, again, like Team Human, where vampires do exist and everyone knows they exist. And there's cold towns, and I think cold towns are where the vampires are, and if you like get infected or you go to a cold town as a human, you can't leave. And like this girl gets stuck there. And I read some Holly Black before, and I do like her, and I'm excited for a nice standalone. I feel like I'm gonna try and prioritize this since I've been telling myself I was gonna read it this month. So that is my October / Halloween sort of, maybe, hopefully I'll actually do it TBR. I don't plan on doing TBRs for the rest of the year after this because I'm still just struggling with what to read and when and all of that. Like I said, I'm not promising I will read all of these, but I am going to try. And if there's anything that you would like to see, you think I should like really prioritize because you liked it, let me know down in the comments. Or if there's anything that you would prefer that I do a video review of, let me know and I'll try to do that as well. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye!